This is Apps Gaming. Well, hello fellow Poirot fans and gaming fans. Today we are here with Agatha Christie's ABC Murders. I hope that you will join us on the journey with our detective. It is sure to be an adventurous one. So how is this journey going to work? Well, we're basically going to be Poirot and we're going to be solving clues. Cutscenes and cinematics will be here for us to watch and enjoy the story as we go along.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
So let it begin. I'm going to be your host, Apps Gaming, as we dive even further into the ABC Murders.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
So Poirot's arrived in Andover, and as we go and speak to Chief Inspector Japp, we do step in a puddle.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Well, what a great start to the day.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
So words will pop up at the top of the screen. This is just telling me how to play the game. As you can see, we've got our notebook there and the victim. We now can observe the people and find out clues about them. So Poirot inspects him and his hat is tipped at the back of the head. Following up with a slight smile and a relaxed posture, Poirot then comments.
Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
As you see at the top, we're always adding information in and Poirot can ask a question.
Do you think he's guilty?
We'll look for Franz Asher. If he doesn't have an alibi, the case is closed. A very unoriginal murder.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
As we follow Poirot on the journey, we will be filling out his little grey cells. This is pieces of information, and as you can see there, the notebook, he fills in that, adding more information every time. Let's hop inside the shop now and see what we can uncover. As you can see, the victim is on the floor, and before we can continue with the story, Poirot needs to investigate.
It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite. It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. Till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Poirot checks the till and does find out there is no money missing for it. However, when he does open the till, there is a hidden compartment, the number 5 there, and the number 2 and 8 will also be needed to crack the code from the till, open that compartment and grab the key.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
So now that Poirot's found the key to the back of the shop, we're going to use it to go into her room. So he's in the room and he checks by the bed first of all.
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. Alice Asher suffered from nosebleeds.
Poirot must now go to the box on the table and unlock it.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
And that's exactly what he does.
That should do it. Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her. How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous. I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Back into the shop we go and over to question the niece.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable. Is her grief sincere?
using Poirot's skills again to deduct whether she is genuine.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile. You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
If you are her only relative, you will be the only one who inherits.
Sir, my aunt was poor. And in any case, I'm not interested in any legacy.
My apologies. I see that you mean what you say. Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Did Franz Asher extort this money from her?
No, she didn't let him intimidate her. She gave the money quite willingly. He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jack says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
And there you have it, guys, piecing together all the information, which we're going to do very shortly. We're just going to exit now and see what happens next.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
Remember when I said about little grey cells? These are Poirot's brainwaves, and we're going to use some now to deduct some information.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt. The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Well, we can't wake this guy up at the moment. We're going to go over to the cabinet and find out what's in there.
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about her possible debtors and creditors. Bodley, the fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
So yes, we got some more information. Let's go to the fruit seller and see if we can get any more things out of her.
I am accusing you of the murder of Mrs. Asher.
What? It wasn't me!
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Using our deduction skills now, we can work out that it all happened between 5:30 and 6. Next, we're going to borrow her bottle.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Now that we're back in the shop, let's wake this guy up.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Going in now for the observation, and he's got a black eye, a cut lip and a torn jacket. So now Poirot will deduct what he sees.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol. What were you doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
You had been drinking again.
The occasional slap, sir, that's all.
And you cannot even remember how you ripped the coat?
I got it stuck in a door.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events. The killer enters the shop.
So he's now reconstructing what happened.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Thanks for joining us on our journey today, and I'll be back on the next one.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
If you have enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe, really helps us out. Or why not check out one of our other videos, or just stop by the channel for some more future content. I have been Apps Gaming.